the question, which countries have the most deaths, and why might this be? To start with, I'll tell you what we know so far about the coronavirus. As we know, it's spreading all around the world at a very fast speed. It started about 3 months ago in Wuhan, China, and is believed to have come from animals. It spreads through human touch. Why? World domination, of course. So we can see. Analysis. To answer the previous question, I analyzed 10 different countries around the world: Italy, China, the United States, Switzerland, France, Estonia, Brazil, Egypt, Australia, and Germany. I looked at total cases, total deaths, mortality rates, average temperatures, and average yearly days of sun. As you can see here, this is a graph of the total amount of deaths due to coronavirus in these 10 countries. The two main variables I researched were temperature and sun. Does temperature affect mortality rates? Here is what I found. We can see clearly that countries with more extreme temperatures have less deaths. So for example, Estonia, which has the lowest average temperature out of all 10 countries, has only a single death. Whereas Brazil, which has one of the hot temperatures, also has very few deaths. This is the data I used. Here you can see the average temperature per year of these countries, their mortality rates, and the average mortality. These are the 3 hottest countries. These are the more average ones, and these are the coldest. We can see a huge difference in the average mortality rate of the average temperature countries and the extreme temperatures. So, temperature does indeed affect mortality rates, but why? Countries with extreme heat or cold rather than go out. We could also hypothesize that exposure to extreme temperatures could kill the virus. Does sunlight affect mortality rates? We can see that countries with more middling amounts of sun per year have more deaths. So, for example, China, which has only 103 days of sunlight per year, is the second country with the most deaths out of the 10. The same goes for the United States and Italy. The data I used was this. We can see that the 3 countries with the most deaths, with the highest death rate, all have a middling amount of sunlight per year, whereas the countries with the most sunlight and the least sunlight have a lower mortality rate. So, yes, countries with more sunlight or less sunlight have fewer deaths. But why? Lots of sunlight means getting more vitamin D, which could strengthen the immune system. Less sunlight means that more people stay at home. However, the countries with middling sunlight have neither, since some people want to go out but don't benefit from lots of sun. So what did we learn? We learned that extreme temperatures equal less death, and that countries with middling amounts of sunlight have more deaths. I recommend that you avoid contact with others as much as possible, that you minimize trips out, and that if you have a garden, you spend as much time as possible in the sun. Thank you for your attention.
Amazing. Good job, Clara. That was really, really impressive.